Hey everyone, it's Gabrielle Saran, founder of Saran Pilates. Let's go over some very common mistakes that I see in Pilates and just easy ways to fix it so you can get all the benefits from the practice. I'm on one medium spring, one blue spring for balanced body reformers, and let's work on side lying legs to start. So with the foot inside the strap and the leg out, a lot of times when people are on their forearm, I see this happening where you're kind of sinking down. Easy fix, we're gonna just kind of push into our forearm that's on the headrest and make sure those bottom ribs are lifted. So that essentially we're working the stability in our shoulder blade, which is super functional and good for the body. If we do this over time, your body's not gonna like that. It's gonna be angry with you. So stay lifted. You can take a ball and place it underneath your rib cage here too as a reminder. And then the hips are stacked, so one hip is not further back or further forwards than the other. So then regardless of the leg variation or the movement variations that you're doing, you'll be working the right muscles, you won't be injuring any other joints, you'll be getting all the benefits from the exercises. Okay, let's check out our C-curve. So C-curve you could be doing facing forwards, facing back, all sorts of different variations, but So let's say we're choking up on the ropes. We have at least a hand's distance of space behind our butt. We're gonna roll it back into our C-curve and then roll it back up. Oftentimes, it's really tempting to do this. I'm exaggerating it, but just so you can see, kind of like collapsing down and over rounding the upper back and being in a tight little ball and coming back up. So easy fix again, sit up tall. Imagine either somebody pushing on your head or a heavy stack of books on your head that you're trying to push upwards to the sky. And then think first of your pelvis, so pelvis area. Think tailbone tucking, pubic bone pulling up to belly button first, and then untuck. Practice that. Just growing tall, pushing that stack of books up to the sky, and then tucking that tailbone under, and then untucking. Now adding on, tucking that tailbone under, keep growing tall, keep tucking as you start to roll back. The more you roll back, the more the pelvis tucks, but the more you keep growing tall and reaching that stack of books to the sky. Pause once you're in your C-curve. So see the difference. My back is rounded, yes, but I'm in a big curve instead of a tiny little curve like this, okay? Another thing I see here is this. The shoulders to the ears. Drape those armpits down your sides and come back up. So you see quick fixes that when you keep practicing it, you'll get it. Okay, let's look at feet and straps. So let's do 2 heavy springs. Lying down on the back. We'll put feet in the long loops. Feel free to put your headrest up if you'd like. Okay, so a lot of times for leg lowers, I see this. So I'll keep my hands here so you can see my pelvis. I just want you to notice what you can see. Just sweeping the legs up and down. Couple things are happening here. First of all, and I'll stop right here. Do you see how I'm tucking my pelvis and my lower back is really rounding and pressing down into that carriage? We want to keep our pelvis neutral. Again, easy fix. Push your feet into the straps so that your legs are further away from you to start. And then push the pubic bone away from your belly button. You could also think of your sit bones, which are right here, kind of think of where your butt meets your thighs almost. Think of tilting those 2 points down to the floor. And that should help bring your pelvis to a neutral position, your natural position, not tucked. The back ribs are anchored. Now, try to keep that and pull your legs as close to you as your flexibility permits, and everybody's will be different. So we don't all look the same, right? So pull them only as far as, for me, it's about right here. Some people can do a lot more, some people can do a lot less. It really does not matter. Find where you find your stretch, where you can keep your pelvis neutral. Now, squeeze your legs tight. Little tiniest bend in your knees, barely visible. Then sweep your legs down, keeping that barely visible bend in the knees, and then sweep them up. What that's doing is we're making sure that we're not locking up our joints so that we can be pulling from our hamstrings, our muscles, instead of pulling from our joints. So again, quick fixes here. Let's take our feet out of the straps. And let's go over one more thing. Bridges. I'm gonna put my bar back up, the high position. Still on 2 heavies, but you can always, for more support, go to 3 heavy springs. Headrest goes down. It's for everybody. Make sure you're away from the shoulder blocks. Heels on the bar. Okay, again, I'm gonna keep my hands here so you can see, but normally you can have them here. You can have them here too with your elbows pointing up as well. Okay, let's go to our round back bridges. We're gonna tuck the pelvis, roll it up into the bridge, and then roll it back down. What I see a lot is this. We tuck, roll up, and then this happens. And so a couple things happening here. I'm kind of pushing my hips up a lot and kind of disconnecting my ribs from my pelvis. So first things first, let's take our bottom ribs and kind of tuck them into our hip bones, our hip pockets, so to speak. What that helps is also, it takes that, when you do that, it naturally lowers your back rib cage down a bit more to lengthen. And see how I can talk a lot better already. And then instead of looking towards like your pubic bone, look straight up to the sky. That's gonna help kind of open up through the throat, release tension through the neck and the shoulders. Good, and then roll it back down. So tuck, roll it up. And if it helps you to just think of, oh, I shouldn't just roll up as high as I can. I'm just gonna stop midway. Typically that does help kind of fix that want of lifting up all the way up and roll it down. So again, quick fixes. The more you practice, the more you'll get it. I'm Gabrielle Saran. Click subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. For more workouts, all sorts of my workouts, all sorts of durations, levels, weekly planners, go to saranpilates.com. I have a link under the video, or you could download the Saran Pilates app. Try it all out for free for 7 days. Thank you so much, you guys. I'll see you next time.